for themselves. If you would just send me out, I'm trying to bring you the wealth. All selfish of me to try and keep for myself. We about to run out of stock, ain't gonna be nothing on shelf. Cannabis came with struggle from up and down, right and left. They built us so many prisons and put my brothers in there. You know this market is hot, it's like an oven in here. Before you turning me down, ask yourself, how do you feel? Let me know. Tell me how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Back pain, my grind. And we won't have to cry no more. It'll all be over. Tell me how you feel. Let me know how you feel. And we won't have to cry no more. Back pain, my grind. And we won't have to cry no more. It's been a long time coming and a long way to go. You gotta catch up with the plane, cause it ain't moving slow. So keep up, we in the sky, you just gotta reach up to see what the talk is all about. It's not just running out, the spark of flame, we on fire, they can't.
Oh my gosh, that thing gets me bumping every single time I hear it. So listen, we are here. We've already introduced our VIPs, and right now it's time for roll call. So if you are a guest on the line, let yourself be known. Shout out who invited you. Let us know that you're a guest. Let us know where you're from. And hold on tight, because we have something special for the guest only. Pay attention, because you get a chance to win free product, especially for you guests. I want to now share with you a little bit of information about Wakanna. So take a listen to this, watch and listen to this video.
What if the life you've always imagined was within your reach? Imagine the rare opportunity to be positioned in front of an industry that still has a product just like water every human being on the planet needs to maintain itself, but yet still in its infancy, virtually unknown to most of the world. An opportunity that until now has been unattainable for the masses. Cannabis found in different strains of the cannabis plant. Unlike THC, the most common cannabinoid found in the marijuana plant, CBD is non-psychotropic and therefore doesn't cause the euphoric high. The CDC reported that more than 50 million Americans deal with chronic pain on a daily basis. This pain epidemic has led to the overprescribing of opioids. They represent 67% of all medications prescribed. Opioids were never meant for long-term use, and now the statistics show on average 130 people per day are dying from them. Although it was federally illegal and classified as more dangerous than opioids, recently the 2018 Farm Bill has declassified industrial hemp with less than 0.3% THC, making it federally legal in all 50 states. Hemp is a plant that has been cultivated for more than 10,000 years. CBD is the most common cannabinoid in the hemp plant. Our first Bible and U.S. flag were made from it. Now we see hempcrete, which is already in use to build toxic-free and safe houses that are flame and pest resistant. Just listen to what this administrative law judge reported. Nearly all medicines have toxic, potentially lethal effects, but marijuana is not such a substance. There is no record in the extensive medical literature describing a proven documented cannabis-induced fatality. Judge Francis L. Young. Forbes recently published an article that stated 51% of seniors who tried CBD oil reported an improved quality of life. Rolling Stone magazine hails CBD as the unexpected star of legalized pot. Experts predict that over the next few years, the average household will spend more than $700 a month on cannabis-derived products. This demand will push legal sales of CBD alone to more than $22 billion by the year 2022. The total cannabis industry over the next few years could exceed more than $100 billion. This emerging industry is viewed as the modern-day equivalent of the opportunity Silicon Valley represented decades ago. In fact, one of the most prestigious Ivy League schools, Wharton School of Business, just formed a Wharton Cannabis Business Club. Experts believe this will be the greatest transformation of wealth in our lifetime. In addition to creating more than 1 million jobs, the industry will create numerous opportunities. It is reported that 1 out of 3 women are interested in getting involved in the cannabis industry. Our interests range from careers and businesses to personal use for skincare, better sex, and cannabis-infused dining experiences. In fact, more than 90% of women were interested in learning how to use cannabis for medicinal purposes. CBD and medical marijuana is the path to unlocking health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. Our company is Wakanna, and we launched on April 20th, 2019 by 4 African-American women who have had tremendous success in business and throughout their corporate careers with over $100 million of combined sales. Millions of minorities' lives have been destroyed because of marijuana. Over the last 18 months, these ladies have helped create a multi-million-dollar cannabis company, assisting over 5,000 minorities join the industry. Let our team of experts help you move into the legal space as an entrepreneur, cannabis chef, formulator, and/or investor. The opportunities in this space are unlimited. Nothing is growing faster than cannabis. More than 60 stocks soared past 1,000%, and one grew 130,000. Cannabis is going mainstream, with CVS and Walgreens jumping in the CBD space, along with well-known wealthy businessmen and politicians owning the majority of the marijuana farms and dispensaries. Did you know that a marijuana dispensary could cost you millions of dollars? Learn how you can bypass the red tape meant to keep minorities out of this industry. We can show you how to launch a business with CBD-infused drinks and edibles, focusing on the hottest trends in the cannabis industry with the biggest returns. Ask about our pathway to ownership that allows the average person to get involved as an owner. We provide opportunities to create generational wealth. Imagine being on the ground floor of a company that is destined to make a global impact around the world. We are Wakanna, what you've imagined.
So, that's a little bit about Wakanna. I hope that you enjoyed that video because this industry worldwide is vast and we have an incredible opportunity for you to participate. So I'm going to stop sharing now and turn this over to our next speaker who's going to give us a little bit more information. Letitia Harper is an integrative health specialist. Is that right? Care specialist? Hope I didn't say that wrong. But she's also a bronze business owner and a brand new pearl with our company, headed on to higher heights. She's quickly become a leader in our company. We're just so proud to be able to have her to come and share more information with you. So Letitia, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you so much, Kathy. First, I'd like to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm excited that you guys are able to make it here and get this information. So let's get started. I'm going to share my... Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you're muted. You got it? Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Sorry about that. Hey, guys. First, I wanted to say thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited that you guys are able to come in with us and see what's going on because right now we're talking about the cannabis industry and it is booming. As you can see, it went from illegal to now essential. In the Rolling Stone article, it talks about how CBD became the unexpected star of legalized pot. In BuzzFeed News, it talks about how Black people are being shut out of America's weed boom, and that's not okay. In 2018, the Farm Bill was passed so that we could also begin to enjoy the benefits of the cannabis plant. The CBD market is expected to reach $20 billion by 2024. That's pretty big in such a short amount of time, as you can see. Right now, millennials account for 50% of the cannabis revenue, and the rest of the generations are baby boomers, Generation X, and Generation Z. Right now, what we're doing is a movement with Wakanna, and we have a vision. We exist to end the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. So our mission, we're going to be the catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, investors, so that they can invoke the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. So what we have now is a ground floor opportunity. We project 20 million in sales. That's a lot. That's an industry that you definitely want to be a part of. So I'm glad that you came to join us to find out the information to see how you can benefit from this industry. So with that being said, I would love to pass everything back to Kathy so that she can give you a little more information. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you so much, Letitia. Well, actually, I'm going to throw it to the expert now. So the person that I'm going to bring up right now is actually a medical doctor. Dr. Napasha Gettings has been practicing as a psychiatrist really to bring brain health awareness to the mainstream and to dismantle the misconceptions associated with it. As a brain health expert, she advocates the safe use of cannabis in treatment for brain health conditions, and as a registered physician with the Illinois Medical Cannabis Pilot Program and also the Illinois Opioid Alternative Pilot Program, she's helped many patients gain access to cannabis. She's an active member of the American Psychiatric Association and the AMA, the American Medical Association. She's a fellow of the Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry and holds both double board certifications for adult and child psychiatry. She's currently in Florida, as she mentioned. She's a wife, she's a mom, she's also a Wakanna-preneur. So let me introduce Dr. Napasha Gettings.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you decided to join us tonight to learn some very valuable information about the marijuana plant. And I want to thank you for that great introduction. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can get started and learn some more. So give me 1 second. Okay, so as you all have already heard, I am a psychiatrist, and obviously I work with a lot of people every day. And one thing that I hear all the time is how anxious people are feeling and also how depressed people are feeling, especially in 2020. This is a picture of me in the clinic here in sunny South Florida, Broward County, where I work with a lot of underserved individuals who are struggling every day with the fallout that COVID has left us all with, whether it be unemployment or just stress on top of stress, right? And so what I think is really important when we talk about CBD and cannabis is that we understand that it doesn't just benefit those individuals that have diagnoses, but it's also something that can be used to help maintain mental wellness. And that's what I'm here to talk to you all about tonight, is the importance of maintaining your mental wellness. Now, what we see from an age perspective is that millennials are showing a higher rate of major depression than other age groups. We're also seeing that the prevalence is increasing amongst millennials. We have now dubbed millennials as Generation Stress. Why? Because they report a higher level of stress, and also because they use a higher percentage of outpatient services. I see that as both a positive and a negative. I love to see that people are actually breaking past the stigma of talking about mental health and mental wellness and using services, but the fact that they're needed at those rates is definitely concerning. And so tonight, I want everyone to understand that your brain is intricately involved with every system of your body. As a human being, you have major biological systems. And the importance of maintaining mental health is because it dictates your physical health. So when we're stressed out and when we're anxious, our body creates different neurochemicals, hormones, messengers that cause our body to do certain things. When we're stressed, we release cortisol and adrenaline. So I want you to remember for tonight the HPA axis. And when you have time, go read a little bit more about it. But essentially, it is your brain communicating with the rest of your body when you're stressed. And when you create a stress response, it's protective for the short term, but for the long term, it increases your risk of chronic disease. And so what I see a lot of times in the clinic are individuals who are overworked, sleep deprived, they have insomnia, we start to see high blood pressure, panic attacks, rapid heart rate, fertility problems, decreased sex drive, you name it, because if your body is stressed out, it is hard for you to relax, and it is hard for you to have ease instead of dis-ease. So that's why we're here tonight, to show you this wonderful plant that is actually, I don't want to say it's created to, but our body responds to this plant and it helps us to relax and calm down. We have to understand that when we say cannabis, we are talking about a plant family. And within that plant family, you have hemp and you also have marijuana. I see a lot of patients and people that I talk to just outside of the office. When I say cannabis, the first thing they think about is getting high. They think about the negative things that they've heard about marijuana, and they have no clue what hemp is. So what we want you to take from tonight is that hemp is in the cannabis plant family. And the difference between hemp and marijuana is that marijuana makes a substance known as THC, which we know causes psychoactive effects, meaning it causes you to feel high. However, hemp is what we refer to as the health without the high, because it predominantly makes a substance known as CBD. So what is CBD? CBD is the naturally occurring compound found in industrial hemp. And it is one of many, many different compounds found in the cannabis plant family. And it's referred to as a cannabinoid. And you have to remember that when someone speaks to you about CBD, there aren't the psychoactive effects that you might find with THC. So now you can explain that cannabis is the plant family, hemp and marijuana are species within that family, and marijuana makes THC, which has psychoactive effects. It stimulates receptors in the brain pleasure center, and it also causes an increased level of dopamine, which in some people can cause negative effects. However, hemp does not produce the amount of THC that marijuana does, and it has CBD, which gives you the health without the high. This is a chart that shows you some of the other major players in the cannabinoid family. There are many different substances, and they all have different properties, and our bodies use them in order to get back in balance, in order to decrease our stress and reduce our risk of burnout and depression as millennials living in this stressful time. This system is why we have benefits from the cannabis plant family. All of us, everybody on the call, no one excluded, has an endocannabinoid system. This system has receptors throughout every major organ system of your body, from the heart to the lungs to the liver to your GI tract, that responds to these cannabinoids, and it puts your body back in balance. And it only makes sense that if we were designed with a system that helps us to have a fight or flight response to stress, that we would be also designed with the balance of that, right? Which is your ECS system. But most people don't know about it because we're not being taught it as a physician. I wasn't even taught about this system in medical school. It was found in the 1990s. But now we know so much about this system that more and more diagnoses are being seen to see benefits from the usage of CBD, different diagnoses like PTSD and other anxiety disorders. We now see that they have been approved for the use of medicinal cannabis. And I'm so excited for that because as a physician, we are trained to prescribe a lot of pharmaceuticals which cause side effects. And I'm glad to be able to bring a healthy, holistic plant to the table for treatment. So before I go into the wonderful products that we have here at Wakanna, I want to give the disclaimer that if you are someone who is exposed to drug screens, please note that all of our products here at Wakanna have the legal limit of THC, which is less than 0.3%. However, we also have a product line that has less than 0.0% of THC. And so if you are exposed to routine drug screens, you want to make sure that you use our pure products, which do not have the higher level of THC. Also, none of our products here are promoted to individuals under the age of 18, and we do not promote the usage of any of our smokable products to the persons under the age of 21. And we also have to make you aware of different smokable hemp laws because we're in a time where every state has their own laws as it relates to the usage of hemp. So right now, Louisiana, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Indiana do not allow smokable hemp, and the ban was recently lifted in Texas. So just remember those other states that I named first. This here is our product spotlight. So for all of the millennials that are looking to decrease their stress, preserve themselves, prevent having all the side effects that we see when we're stressed out, burnt out, we have gummies, we have tinctures, we have our hemp rolls, and we have our favorite vapes. We also have products where you can incorporate all of the healthy benefits without the high of CBD into your foods. I love our culinary line. I love cooking with our chili lime seasoning. It really has great flavor. We also here are huge promoters of essential oils because while we know all the healthy benefits of cannabis, there are so many other benefits of botanicals. So we have black seed oil, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree. And don't worry if you don't know what all of these oils do for you or how they benefit you. We have a great university that teaches you about all of our products. So again, we have gummies. We have also our immune defense line, which includes our amazing immune defense tea. And I think it's important for everyone to understand that when we're stressed out, we also tend to have issues with hair. So here at Wakanna, we want to make sure that you understand the benefits of regular CBD and strengthening your hair, creating more volume. We have true testimonials in case you want to learn more about everyone's individual experience. We want to encourage you after the call tonight to visit our website where you can literally hear real results from real people. We are here to educate and empower everyone with premium products at affordable prices. And so if you're still asking yourself, why would I shop Wakanna? Why am I sold on this? We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. My favorite is that we have third-party testing, which means that our products are tested by separate entity, separate company that lets you know that you are avoiding any of toxic metals, chemical, thing like that, and assuring you that we're organically grown. I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight and taking the time to learn some more. And I'm going to turn it back over to Kathy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gettings. I appreciate you for all of your expertise and walking us through that. And so we are actually, don't want to show that?
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to stop my share.
Okay. Let's see.
It's still clicking. Is there any? There we go.
I'll stop it for you. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So let's do those testimonials. We can actually hear from some real people about their experience with Wakanna products. So I'm trying to get you Okay, let's do this gallery view. All right. So the first person that I want to bring up to share his story is Mr. Andre Moore. Andre, go ahead and share with us your experience with Wakanna products, and we're looking forward to hearing your story. You can go ahead and unmute yourself, Andre.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andre Moore. Thanks for joining the call. I've been with Wakanna for a couple of months now. I became a Wakannapreneur in August of 2020, and Wakanna has just been a true life changer and game changer in my life. I really love our product. I love our Pure Hempranium 500 milligram. It helps with diabetes, high blood pressure, pain, inflammation, and as Ms. Gettings mentioned, Dr. Gettings, your overall well-being, and it gets your body back into balance. And I also have relatives and other customers who use it as well, and I'm just always amazed when they reach out to me and tell me about their lifestyle transformation as well. So if there is anyone on the call who would love to join Wakanna and get to know and learn more about our product, I recommend that you absolutely do. It will change your life and you'll love the product. That's it. Thank y'all, and y'all enjoy the call.
Thank you so much, Andre. The next person that I'd like to bring up is actually the one who created that wonderful video you saw earlier, our music video. This is Tariq Rogers, another up-and-coming leader in the company. I want you to share with us, Tariq, your experience of the products and what effect they've had on your life.
Thank you, Kathy. So, for me, it's been a game changer, a life changer. Just overall, I've been taking CBD products for more than a year, but I've only been on the business side of it for the last couple months. And that's because I've had such amazing results from the products that I feel like it's my duty to get out there in the world and maybe make that happen for other people. I was battling anxiety, depression, insomnia, and although those are things that don't just magically go away, CBD makes it to where you can manage it, to where, maybe you might have had nights where you don't get any sleep. You take CBD, and now you might be sleeping 7-8 hours a night, as to where somebody like me, I was only getting a couple hours a night if I was lucky. And anxiety attacks were coming, and those, I don't even really hardly remember what an anxiety attack even is, thanks to CBD. This is my go-to product. You can see it. It's the power. And like I said, I don't go anywhere without this. I take it everywhere, daily. So, and I want to thank everybody for taking the time to come out and support us. That means the world to us all. So we're very thankful for everybody on the call right now.
Listen, brother, I know you keep your CBD with you because you made it part of the lyrics, okay? I know this, all right? I don't know them all, but I know that one. I love it, absolutely. The last person that I like to bring up is special to me. She's part of Team Sankofa in the Carolinas. Jordan, go ahead and turn your camera on, unmute yourself, and tell us your experience.
Okay, well, thank you for introducing me. Like she said, I am a part of Team Sankofa, so really great results so far. I've actually been with Wakanna for a couple of months now. Started with just a dispensary. Now I do have my own podcast. It's called Teach Healthcare. It's a wellness podcast. And I know one thing or one product that I love are the gummies. So we have it in this little metallic case here. But I actually struggle with anxiety and depression. Of course, we all know COVID-19 has taken a toll on all of us with getting through that. I know the gummies have helped me tremendously. Haven't had as many anxiety attacks. Definitely have my depression under control as well. So it's been a game changer, a life changer. And I'm so glad that I'm a part of Wakanna So I'm excited about everything that's to come, and I'm glad that I was able to get everything maintained and get everything under control. So I'm excited.
Wow, I'm so appreciative that you guys are so willing to be transparent. You know, there's no stigma behind what you're talking about, because what you're talking about is across the board, is across all generations. But I can tell you, I just appreciate your transparency and your willingness to share. So thank you guys so much. So hey, it's time for some giveaways. Anybody want to win anything? Listen, I know there's a couple guests out there on the line. This is your section, okay? So if you were paying attention to Letitia and to Napasha, this is the time for you to get yours. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share the screen and get those questions out there. So you're going to put your answer in the chat. Letitia, I want you to grab your eyeballs on that chat and find out who answers these questions first. And that is not where we were. That is not where I was supposed to be. Sorry about that. And so now, first question. True or false? CBD makes you high. Go.
Nothing yet.
Da-da.
False. Mary Jones said false.
All right, Mary, you're a guest with us. Awesome. All right now. And then you are going to send an email to support@wakanna.com. If you can drop that in there for me, Letitia, support@wakanna.com. You're going to let them know, oh, by the way, you won some gummies. Those gummies that Jordan held up, you're going to get a pack of those gummies. Now, you're going to want to let support know which type of gummies you would like. If you would like our full spectrum, that has that 0.3% of THC in there. Or if you're subject to random drug screens, just let them know that you want the broad spectrum or the pure, and they'll send them out to you. Last question, so pay attention. Fill in the blank. Millennials represent what percentage of the cannabis revenue? Go.
Come on, guys. You got it. Come on. Mary again, 50%.
What, Mary? Two times in a row. Okay. Well, listen, we love it when our guests win. You're going to enjoy the gummies. You might choose to send an email to support and tell them you want one of each. That is absolutely your prerogative. And congratulations. Really proud about that. Well, moving on, I just want to share with you, we love to have events. We love to have events, and we love to have virtual parties. Before this pandemic, we were having the types of parties where we could actually sample our products and enjoy the fellowship. But hey, we've had to pivot, and we've come up with some awesome party theme ideas that really can pump up your virtual party. If you love to cook, love to eat like I do, then you'll be able to take advantage of our culinary products with our spices and our water soluble. Now, I love a good cocktail, but listen, if you're not of drinking age, you're going to have to close your ears on this one and wait it out, right? But we also want to caution you to never drink and drive, and we're only talking about recreational drinking, not excessive drinking. So check out this. You can have a Friday happy hour. Imagine infusing your favorite drinks with our water soluble, or infusing yummy brownies with culinary CBD. And also our Wine Down Wednesday. Can you imagine your best wine with some CBD? It just pumps it up and adds more health to it, right? Or if you don't drink and you like mocktails, just a great fruity drink, you can add that water soluble to that. Shrimp tacos, one of my favorites, chili lime, just pumps it up, and then it adds that CBD in there for you. See, if you want to be a professional party planner with Wakanna, we even provide you invitations and scripts. And our next speaker is going to be talking about how you can have that all encompassed in your package. See, here's an example. Hair party. It showcases that hemp-powered hair that Dr. Gettings was talking about. A puff no pass party with our pre-rolls and our flour. You see, we've got several products that are so affordable. More than 20 under $50 and more than 10 that are under $20. And so, and we give free shipping after $50 during this pandemic. So you absolutely can't lose here. Now, we've talked about the industry. We've talked about the process and the products. And we've talked about how you can theme your events. But I know that there's some people out there that want to know, well, where's the money in the cannabis industry? How do I get to be a business owner? I want to hear about the money. So the person to bring that to you is the absolute best person to do that, because this is a gentleman who has come into this company and really helped others to achieve their goals. You see, he's a ruby in our company. He has birthed sapphires and even an emerald. He helped to lead his team with such grace and leadership. He's just a mentor to several. So I just appreciate him for his fire. That's what I'll call it, his fire. So, Minister Mooney, go ahead and tell them how to get to the money.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. That was amazing. That introduction was so phenomenal. Wow. You know what? Awesome job. With all the panelists tonight. You've heard the Millennials, and you've heard them share just an amazing education. So right now, we identified 3 types of people. So number 1 is somebody who says, you know what, I want to support. I hear what Dr. Gettings was saying about some of the benefits, you know, and some of cannabis and some of the things that people deal with on an everyday basis. You heard Tyreek's story. You heard Dre's story. You heard from Letitia, who shared a world of information. And maybe you want to support, you know, by identifying that maybe you need some of our products, or maybe you know someone who needs some of those products. So that means that you're number 1, meaning I support you, I'm going to cheer you on, but at the same time, I'm going to get what I need. That's the number 1. Number 2 is somebody that says, wow, I love the fact that you all can still convene during a time in which the pandemic is going on. And you know what? I want to join you. Minimum, I just want to host a party with you. Maybe you want to host a party with Latoya or Tyreek, you know, or maybe, man, I think it'd be real cool to host a party with Natasha Gettings, you know, Dr. Natasha. I think it'll be real cool. So maybe that's you, and maybe you want to earn free product while you're doing it. That is possible. You're number 2. But there's some conversations that we rarely have, which I have a serious problem with. And this next category is where you might fall as a number 3 person, right? And the number 3 person says, you know what, we're not having enough conversations in the community about what? About something that I think that we all should pay very, very close attention to. Oops. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Okay. So, while we're talking about something that's very serious, what kind of gets me pumped up is if I actually see people talking about but dancing to at the same time the money. So, but you need to show me in the chat. If you can't show me, then it ain't no need to talking about it. So I see Andre getting his bob on. He about the money. I see Natasha getting her bob on. Okay. I see Letitia. I see Kathy. But I don't see any of our guests saying they want to hear about the money. You get out. Show me something. You got, okay, I see Letitia. Where are the guests that want to hear about the money? We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the different ways that you can get paid with Wakanna. So, there are 7 ways to get paid with Wakanna, right? And one way is right here on e-commerce. Yes, that's what I'm saying. In Amazon, you know about Amazon where you're spending so much money, right? You're spending all that money and they're asking you, even telling you free shipping and all of this stuff, but you get no money back. So that once again, we're patronizing, but we're not talking about or earning the money. But right on this particular platform, you're able to earn anywhere from 20 to 50% without holding inventory. Free shipping during the pandemic. Now, there's normally free shipping for $75 or more, but there's actually free shipping. Free shipping during the pandemic for $50 or more. Now, for anybody who's on here that says, wait, let me back up to a number one or a number two, tonight, right? Tonight, you can actually you can actually get 10%, not just the $50 free shipping and over, but 10% off of whatever you order tonight, up to $450. So make sure you get back with the person that invited you. Now let's talk about that. The person that invited you is the website you'll be shopping on. Right? And you'll be shopping for affordable, natural, and organic products. Where do you get all three? You see, there's something that a lot of us haven't been taught. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Most of us has only learned how to work, and that's a problem. So if you look at how to leverage your situation, and if you're overworked and underpaid, how about partnering with somebody or partnering with the person that invites you and make anywhere from 15% all the way down to 1%? You see, I've learned that it's better to leverage. And 100% of my own efforts is nowhere in comparison to 1% of 100 people's efforts, right? So when you look at the math, it just makes sense. I've learned that from being an entrepreneur for 25 years, and I tell you, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. The income is great, it's okay, but I'm still working the job. I'm still working it, even though I create it. But Wakanna has eliminated all of that stress and all of that red tape for only not $2,000, not $1 million that it'll really cost you to get into this industry, but for $998. That's right. You can learn how to party with our party plan. You can have your own personal dispensary right there at home. Yes, I'm talking about not a brick and mortar. We do have that as well. But I'm talking about a personal dispensary, micro dispensary right there in your home, and e-commerce, right? You'll even get educated. You see, I didn't learn all this, outside in the streets, or what you think people who walking around with a book bag like they really know about the plant, they really don't. What I learned through Wakanna University was the actual benefit of the plant. I learned about the endocannabinoid system. Now, I don't know everything that Dr. Gettings know, but I tell you, she trains us and she teaches us everything that she knows. So eventually, Wakanna University will get you somewhere close to there. But you don't have to worry about anything regarding social media strategy. You learn that in Wakanna University. You want to learn about sales? You want to learn about marketing? Well, we have our senior, right, our chief sales officer, Phyllis Nash, to teach you everything that she knows. Where do you go to get that? I didn't even get that in college, and I'm a math major. What am I saying? I'm saying that there's bonuses to being a part of Wakanna. You already heard about how we market and how we party. Could you imagine getting all of that in a format where you can share, where you don't have to create it and have PowerPoint and have, Photoshop? We have all the marketing materials, the concept for your sharing, and the menus if you want to just sit back and chill and make you a beverage or infuse some food. We have everything, recipes, we have it all. Now, let's say $998 is a little out of the range, right? I understand a pandemic is going on. Some of us might still be waiting on stimulus checks. Some of us may be waiting for something, a grant or whatever, to come in from the government. But the reality is that, okay, times are kind of rough. So for $219.95, you can actually join our Millennial Movement, receive product up to a $508 value, all for $219. will you still receive product? Where can you get that? Hemp powered. Some of you want to grow your hair or your beard, right, y'all? I just picked this out. Hemp powered hair is a game changer, right? So that's what I gained from. I didn't start with the millennial, but I do love that hemp powered hair. A 4-pack of gummies. That means 8 gummies. Raspberry jam is a game changer. You guys probably saw me pulling on the hypnotic. Right? I'm not talking about high. I'm just talking about being calm. Because every time I come before the millennials, man, they such game changers. I'm trying to keep up with them. And then Diamond Pre-Roll, Wakanna University. You ever hear about being a broker of cannabis? That's brand new. Brand new. Right? So, included with your millennial package, if you start there. Right? Now, the best value is the Full Crown Jewel Dispensary. But including with your millennial package is game changing. I mentioned social media marketing, building a customer base. You learn that from the best. Money in edibles. So have you thought about infusing your own food, right? And finding money in that? Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you want to infuse a cake, maybe some brownies. I'm not talking about, no, back up. I'm not talking about you going to buy the cannabis, right, from the dude walking by in the book with the book bag and then churning that up, into some brownies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the evolved way of actually infusing with an oil or water soluble, infusing your products, right? And products that we can trust, products that you can trust, products that have a certificate of analysis. And you learn that all through education, CBD 101, right? Maybe you want to learn how to invest in cannabis. Right? You have trainings, balanced compensation, everything you need, and bonuses. Just bonuses, like I said, the millennial pack. You get with that, the party pack, man, you actually get spices. Well, I'm sorry, not in the millennial, pack, but you do get all of what you see on the screen here. Right? So maybe you want to have a CBD puff party. It's not out of the box. It's not unheard of. So, for maybe you're somebody that just want to give it a test drive. And these are for people like I like to share, or was actually, just it's the times right now where you don't have any money at all, right? It's just hard right now. But you still see the value in what it is that we offer. So you don't have any money. We have a 30-day free test drive where you can you have to get certified within 30 days after you start. But we have a free test drive for those who might whisper to the person that invited them and say, man, you know what, Tyreek, I just don't have no money right now. And it's totally totally understandable, right? You don't have to worry. We got you. We can show you all the ways in which to get paid. So why would you choose Wakanna? Why did I choose Wakanna? I chose Wakanna because there are no huge startup fees. I chose Wakanna because there's no website hosting fees. No required auto ships or balancing of legs and quotas and high shipping costs. Like, I do have Amazon, but I pay what is it, like $29 a month that I don't even use it? Man, please. Compensation plans that's not set up for the people up top, right? So there are people like you, and like the millennials who are shared, are actually generating an additional income, with great customer support. They share in the revenue. They can pass Tyreek and can pass the business on to his son because it's a willable business. Unlimited. You ever been in college or in school, and then your professor, like my professor, tell me how much money I'm gonna make before I even graduate? And then I'm looking through a glass ceiling? Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So unlimited income potential. How would you like to be your own boss? You tired of people bossing you around? I can't stand to be bossed around. So maybe you want to be your own boss. Maybe you want to spend more time and money with your family, right? Maybe time with your family. So we have a balanced compensation plan. So what I like to do is, man, I love that Jordan, awesome testimony. She had an amazing testimony. I love that Letitia, Kathy, Tyreek, Dr. Napash and Andre, you're hearing from people that actually love you. To invite you to this space, that says a lot. Because, I'm going to share with you, be very transparent with you. Being a minister and using the negative connotation that we know about the plant is not easy, right? So you can imagine millennials and young people who have been going like you, that have been entering into this space and keeping it hush and keeping it quiet, right? Because they didn't want to be judged. But the fact of the matter is what you heard is real. And on one side, it's real that we need it for our medical benefit. And on another side, we need it because we need to get paid. So if you're tired of having 5-figure conversations and you want to get into now talking 6 figures, well, you have an industry that's booming and it's growing and it's brand new right before you. So get with the person that invited you, get with the young people that you see on the screen, and by all means, support them, right? Number 1, or support yourself. Number 2, party with us. I'll play that jam I just played again, and some of y'all might dance to it. I'm trying to keep up here. Or you're number 3, and you're serious about getting paid because you're tired of being sick and tired, you're overworked, and you're underpaid. If that's you, get back with the person that joined you, and I'm going to call back to the stage Miss Kathy Weathersby. Amazing woman. Thank you so much, Kathy. Back to you.
Thank you. I was trying to find my unmute button there. So, as always, sir, I am not going to say too much behind you because you always shut it down like you're supposed to. So I just want to ditto everything that you've said. Thank you so much, VIPs. Thank you, Dr. Gettings, for your knowledge. Thank you guys for your testimonies. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening, putting something new in your brain, mull it around, let them know whether or not you're a 1, a 2, or a 3.
All right.
Don't forget to contact the person that invited you and ask them about the Legacy Conference. Find out whether or not you can get to be a part of that event that's happening tomorrow and Saturday. We're celebrating our heritage, our legacy. We're dressing in our African attire. We're going to have tributes and training and inspiration. So we're excited about that coming up. And I just want to thank you all for joining us again. Have a great night.
And before we leave, congratulations. I see in the chat, Miss Mary says she's signing up.
All right, Mary. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family.
We're going to call her Money Making Mary. I hear that.
That's right, Money Making Mary. That's right.
Come on in.
Right. Pretty smart, Money Making Mary. She already knew both of those questions. You go, girl. All right. Well, congratulations. This is what it's all about, is adding to the family. So our mission has been accomplished today. We gave you some knowledge. We gave you some inspiration. We shared some real life stuff, and we have added to the family. So this is awesome. Listen, I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday night, and we will see you at the Legacy Conference.
Okay. Bye, guys.